My name is Tom Brown. The diploma will say Charles Thomas Brown. Got my undergraduate degree in physics, Georgia Tech in 1964, master's in 66 from the same place, and PhD in 72 from the same place. I currently live in Dahlonega, Georgia. Born and raised in Montgomery, Alabama. Went to Robert E. Lee High School, graduated there in 1960-ish. Essentially, I came here as a double E major and started some of my earlier courses that way. The problem I had was I was given the place to look in the book to find the formula to solve the problem, and that did not set well with me. I needed to understand how the formula got itself created. I needed to feel a basic understanding of things. Memorization has never been something that excited me. The undergraduate program was straightforward, nothing really exciting about it. Starting of graduate school, the first year of graduate school, I was looking for a GRA. I got to pay my bills, okay, and maybe learn a little something. And I ended up in an X-ray diffraction laboratory environment for a year, and I was a cog in a wheel, very little knowledge gaining, just turning the crank. And one day, walking across campus, I just finished my stay there in the lab, thinking about, I got to do something about this. And I looked up, and there approaching me was a fraternity brother. I asked him, I said, hey, do you know of anybody looking for a GRA? He grabbed me on both shoulders and he said, are you serious? And a week later, I was working, doing neutron physics over at the nuclear reactor that we had at the time, and that became a career path for me. The graduate program that I was involved in that I mentioned just a moment ago over at the reactor, that was funded by a small high-tech company stationed here in the Atlanta area. A fellow that was the director of research work at this little company ended up joining the staff at Georgia Tech in what used to be the Engineering Experiment Station, which is now Georgia Tech Research Institute. He joined the staff. When I got my degree, he hired me. And that was in 1972-ish time frame. And I retired from permanent employment from Georgia Tech in 2004. So I've only worked professionally for one organization, which is unusual in this day and time. When you showed up here as a freshman, you were on your own, fella. The idea of creating teams and building teams and working in groups, that was frowned upon, to be honest with you. It was you survive or the next guy survives. So the early career taught me to have a very strong work ethic, and that is critical for anybody here. If you do not have a strong work ethic, you will not survive Georgia Tech. You can be the smartest kid on the block, but unless you have the work ethic, you're in trouble. So it helped mature a good work ethic that I had. That the way to get something done is you build a strong team and become a cheerleader, a guide, but get the best people you can and let them run with it. So that was the starting point of developing the idea, if I'm going to get a lot of stuff done, I've got to have a strong leadership component to my thinking. My current job is being retired, but retirement is only a change of direction. It is not where you sit in a rocking chair. I don't care how they, present that. People don't retire and sit on a rocking chair. They find something else to do, to use their skills, something they're passionate about. And in my case, I am very much interested in things that have almost nothing to do with physics, but yet they do have to do with leadership and planning and things that in that general area of management. I am a state leader of something called Georgians for Fair Taxation. Our job is to try to totally change the United States tax code and get rid of the IRS. That's what I'm doing, 40, 50 hours a week. I get a emotional thrill out of somebody else being successful. I just love it when something works out well for somebody else. And I like to try to create the environment to help make that happen. To be honest with you, I miss doing real technical work, real problem solving, somewhat. If I look back at my career, several high points where I got into and took on just an absolute technical, heads down job. Leisure time? What's that?